asked about the love dap on the chest that he administered to Jaylen Brown last night.
Yeah,
I think he was shocked when it happened.
Yeah,
and then he looked and
he got him pretty good.
Yeah.
He got him pretty good, but then once he saw it was him. I mean, great play by Tatum. Again, getting into the paint, drawing that defender off of Jaylen Brown a little bit, kicking out. Jaylen knocks down the big three-pointer, which kind of secures the win for them.
Can I also ask, was it just me, or does the broadcast favor the Cavs the entire time?
You mean Greg Anthony and the other guy?
Yes.
I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Well, I mean, I think in that particular game, they were without Donovan Mitchell, so I think the story is what they're able to do without him. So
still, it was hard to listen to. It was like the Celtics would score, they'd be like, Jason Tatum, and then it would go to the Cavs, and the Cavs would do basically nothing, and it was like they lost their mind. Well, it just seemed so one-sided, and I find that happening a lot when it comes to the Celtics and broadcasters across.
Greg Anthony was giving the Celtics a lot of props for their performance last night. He was giving Cleveland them fighting hard without Donovan Mitchell, but he also said the Celtics were doing a good job against the team that was being scrappy. So, I mean,
Tatum, the only issue really that I guess anybody could have with him is that he's just not shooting well.
His 3-point percentage
when it comes to the threes. You brought that up.
Yeah, that's just.
Can they win the whole thing if that continues?
No, he has to be he has to be better or limit his 3-point attempts. He's averaging probably around 6 or 7 a game. So
I mean, I don't mind when he goes to shooting the mids. He's great. He was great shooting the mids last night. I don't mind when he takes it to the hoop. I mean, he
draws fouls. He was perfect at the free throw line yesterday.
You just got to know when
he had that failed that attempted dunk and then the layup afterwards, and then spent the next 20 seconds glaring at the referee. But other than that,
can we mention Holiday too? By the way, like that was an excellent performance from him last night.
Oh yeah,
and one other thing about this whole run, and people will do it. I may have said it in the past. I don't know, but as a fan, don't allow anybody to tell you that this is somehow less meaningful because of the opponents the Celtics are playing. Should they go on to win a championship this year, which they are the overwhelming favorites to do, in 10 years, nobody will look back on it and say, who'd you beat? It's just going to be a banner in the rafters.
Right.
And so I don't allow that. Like, it's nothing that you can control. The Cavs were already an inferior opponent. They lost their best player. That's on them. So you last year in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals, Tatum rolled an ankle early in the game and you lost. So that could happen at any point at any time. Don't allow the broadcasters or anybody to take you remove the joy from watching it.
And we won't even really you look at Tatum's 3-point percentage, it's around 22-25% in this series. You get to the Eastern Conference Finals, if he shoots, 38-40%, we won't even remember this series. So I think it's about being able, and Tatum, he said it after the game, being able to do what you need to do and take the next step. And he said it when we played it, not worry about my shot. It's going to fall. It'll come. As long as he's not going overboard. And if you really look at it, is, 6.5 3-pointers, 7 3-pointers for your star player. Is that really bad a game when you think about it?
No, but you need that clutch. At some point, you're going to, or more than one point, you're going to need that clutch 3, and you're going to need it from him.
He made one in the game yesterday. It stepped back in front of his bench. So if he goes 2 for 7, and one of the 3-pointers that he made was, like you said, late in the game, I think
they need to get Porzingis back.
Yes. Yeah, they definitely need him back. And
they missed that part of the offense. When they were on that, when Cleveland went on that 13-3 run in the third quarter or whatever, would have been great to be able to go to him low post and get yourselves back. Because
your bigs give you nothing.
You brought it up, or somebody, I can't remember who brought it up this morning, but they do look, the offense looks disjointed at times.
Yep. Because your bigs give you nothing. And remember, they love to have Porzingis right around that free throw line and kind of let him maybe do some work in the paint. And the way, Horford can't throw the ball in the ocean and, Luke Cornett, which that's not his game.
I don't know why Al Horford is shooting threes. I don't understand why.
But that's the mentality of the team, right?
He's still trying to get back at Merloni.
Missoula says, hey, shoot the threes. And so you can't really change your mentality. If there's open threes, they're going to take them.
But the thing with the Celtics and Porzingis, please, I would honestly, if there was a way you could just put them away like a CD and say you can't touch this until the finals, because they won't need him. There is no need to rush him back, but they may need him against the Nuggets or Dallas, whoever they may face in the finals.
Dallas is staying alive.
Yeah, Dallas. They lost last night.
Would you like to see Kyrie Irving in the finals?
I know. Imagine Kyrie versus Tatum.
Yeah.
What would
Have him
do?
step all over Lucky again.
Yeah.
No.
You know I'm a Kyrie fan. Somebody who stinks in the postseason, but you won't hear about it unless, big shout out to my man Big Perk, because he's the only one who's saying it, is Luka Doncic is playing horrible. But we wouldn't know that, because guess what? They don't say that anyway.
But why don't they say it, Wiggy?
Yeah,
Go ahead. Take it further. Why?
Because I think Luka Doncic is such a great player that they give him the flowers. And if he is struggling, they'll say, oh, he's just struggling, but he's such a great player. They don't, like I said, we had this conversation, but they're playing well. Like PJ Washington's doing a great job. Kyrie's actually playing pretty good down there. They're doing a good job. But you're going to need Porzingis. The biggest question is going to be this. But when you win it, do you re-sign Porzingis?
Oh, yeah. How could you not?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't because of the injuries?
You can't trust him because of the injuries. He helped you get where you needed to get. Are you going to give this guy – Drew Holiday got 4 years, $132 million, right? Are you going to give him –
But getting rid of Marcus Smart and bringing him in changed the complete total dynamic of this basketball team.
But the injury concern is starting to rear its ugly head.
Can we? I'm not trying to be rude, but can we cross that bridge when we get to it?
Yeah, we can. I mean, but this is Sports Talk Radio.
Wiggy, I'm not sighing, and I love you.
Yeah.
I would just say that if they win it all, and Porzingis is a key factor in it, you're right. There's the chance that they sign him to a deal they'll regret. Like Mike Lowell, when the Red Sox won, they gave him an extension, and they regretted that because he was so good in the World Series. But
just having a conversation, man, throwing this at the wall and see what sticks.
Well, he's not a free agent at the end of the season, is he?
I think he's only on is it a 1-year deal?
No, I thought
or was it a 2-year deal?
It was 2.
2-year deal.
It's 2.
Okay,
Yeah.
but is there any player option? I'm asking the question because that's going to be something that we talk about. I know it's a long ways away, but it's just something,
Yeah, 2 years, $60 million was the deal.
So put the ear moth in your ear and, put that little thing on the side.